Frankly Expressed. This is the Frankly Expressed podcast. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Frankly Expressed podcast. It sounds like forever. The last time I recorded the podcast was, I think 9 months ago or thereabouts. But you don't say. Formerly it used to be the Black Hero Voice podcast with myself, Merem and but I did some rejigging, and it's now Frankly Expressed podcast, formerly known as Black Hero Voice podcast. And today, I'm so very, very, very happy today because this is 3 days after my graduation from. Is it graduation or sign out? By the way, sign out, right? No. I also have with me in the studio Williams, a very good friend of mine. Yeah, and first of all, congratulations, Williams.
Congratulations, my guy. You are still in the euphoria of the moment.
I tell you, it's been like 6 years, right?
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah,
6 years. 2 years in ND.
2 years
away IT.
But we didn't talk that time, that period, 2019, 2020.
Yeah. It's funny enough, we got to, we gelled.
This
year.
It's funny, guy. I used to see you that time during AG.
Yeah.
I hated your flip-flops, guy. I hated those flip-flops.
Shit.
And the way you used to walk.
How do I walk?
Your gait is somehow now. You spread your shoulders. I'm like, what is wrong with this boy?
Now big man vibes now. Big man vibes.
Oh god, guy.
Big man vibes.
For real, like I hated those flops. I'm not even capping. The flops, I didn't like it. I'm like, it's only girls that wear flops now.
That is Crocs. That's not flops. It's Crocs.
Yes,
it's Crocs.
Crocs.
And I've always been a fan of Crocs.
I've never liked Crocs ever.
Yeah.
It's just this recent one that is coming out this period.
Right. I think if Crocs wanted to like make someone a brand ambassador in Nigeria, apart from any Oluwa who they mean about ambassador, I should be one of them because I've been repping Crocs since.
So you know who they make Croc ambassador?
Yeah, Crocs. I think any Oluwa and I think Sasuke.
Serious?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Louis, by the way. Louis and Josh Kuku.
Yeah. Louis literally had no other shoe. Nothing else. Just Crocs.
Yeah, it was
Crocs
definitely.
And jean and shirt.
Yeah, that's our trademark uniform.
That's.
I have the.
Louis, man.
I have the red and black one. Yeah. Louis has the. He had the. Too. No, I have the red and black. Louis had the white and blue, and Josh Kuku had the white and black. Now that is white sole, black top. Yeah. Louis's own is white sole, then blue top. Yes, if my memory is sounding correct. And mine is black sole, red
top.
Yes.
I know.
That's like the first edition of Crocs before we started having this.
Subsequent version.
So Williams, what can you say about your stay in Federal Polytechnic Oko? Now, because of those who don't know, okay. I don't want to say what I want to say right now. Let me just leave for later.
Okay.
Time will come for that. I want to say something very, very bad, but no. let me keep it now. Let me just save that for later now. All right. What would you say about what would you make of your 6 years period as a student of Federal Polytechnic Oko?
So basically, there are so many things to talk about. And even I'm not going to say everything now. Maybe as the podcast goes on, I can remember things I want to say. But my stay in Oko has been bittersweet. I have interesting and sweet memories. I have bad memories. Would I term it as bad? But then my stay in Oko has been interesting because aside from the fact that I now have my freedom in quotes, because then you have lectures that are demanding, you have projects, you have things, you have assignments that even encroach in that your freedom. that freedom you think you got when you left your parents' house. But then generally, I would just classify my stay in Oko as being bittersweet.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So getting into the details, we'll get into the details now. Normally, we'll get into the details.
What I would say about my stay in Oko is that I've been able to meet some great personalities.
Okay.
Great, not in terms of how I choose to classify great is
subjective.
Yes, it depends. It's relative, right?
It's relative, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've met some great personalities here, some great minds, and if I must be very honest, these great minds didn't come in my first 3-4 years in Oko. They came.
Okay.
I met these persons in my later days as a student here, and I want to give some shout outs to some of these guys. Okay. Funny Sense, first of all, shout out to Funny Sense.
Shout out to Funny Sense. MC Funny.
Funny Sense. When I came to Oko, right, my first year as a student of mass communication, Federal Polytechnic Oko, we were at Ufuma, right? Yeah, Ufuma. We were at Ufuma. In my lodge, we're just 10 guys, and I think about 30 ladies was there about. I can't, but it was a female-dominated lodge. With just 10 guys. And Funny Sense happens to be one of them. Funny Sense is my first neighbor. My I'll say is among my first set of neighbors in this school.
In this institution.
You get, and then looking back. 6 years ago, Funny Sense 6 years ago, and now there have been some tremendous change. He has really excelled in his craft.
Excelled in his craft, man.
Be it in the movie industry, comedy scene, music. Now doing music. Come on,
you even has a record label.
Exactly. Man, Funny Sense is that one guy that his story is very, very, very motivating, because I knew how he started this stuff and. Looking at where he is now, I mean, shout out to Funny Sense.
Shout out to Funny Sense. I mean, if we were to write a feature article, Mr. Victor will tell us to take a humanistic angle. Funny Sense should be a humanistic angle. I mean, shout out to Funny Sense.
Right.
He has really excelled tremendously, I must say.
So, aside from the academics, which I don't want to. If you know me, I don't like touching. I don't want to go there.
It's not like you're dumb. It's not like you're.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm trying to talk about my experience in the academics. I don't want to go there.
You don't want to touch the academic side.
Because if I go there now, I fit talk with waiting no go. So I don't want to go there. Then still speaking about some great minds. Iked in Africa.
Then Ekene.
Iked in Africa is.
Iked in Africa.
Iked in Africa is.
I mean, Iked. I'm sorry to cut you off, man, but Ekene, Iked in Africa. Iked in Africa is one person I met, and do you know the funny thing about our relationship is there are certain places and there are certain things where we do not agree totally on, especially when it comes to religious aspects.
Yeah,
you get, and that's a very touchy subject. It's very peculiar. But then both of us were still able to strike a balance in our friendship, in our relationship, because I mean, Ekene is one kind of mind that he's I don't know what word to use now, but he's able to carry people along. He's a team player, he's a team leader, and he's and me knowing him has been I don't know, man, it has been really, really interesting, and I thank God that our paths crossed.
Yeah, and I know for some of you audience in the diaspora who may not really get what we're talking about, these names may sound foreign to you, but these are guys who have impacted our life in one way or the other as students of this institution. Iked in Africa is the current, the current president of ASMAX. ASMAX is Association of Mass Communication Students, right? Yeah. And throughout my stay in this Polytechnic, I've seen many presidents come and go. And I don't think that there has been anyone. No disrespect to all of them. Shout out to Duke.
Shout out to Duke. Let's give them their flowers.
Yeah, shout out to Duke.
Shout out to Duke.
And all other guys. Renzo also.
Yeah,
shout out to Renzo.
Shout out to Renzo. But man,
Renzo is doing. I think he's in the Nigerian Navy now, right?
Yeah, he's in the Nigerian Navy.
Yes. Shout out to these guys. These are past presidents of the department. But come on, Ekene is something else.
He's exceptional.
And to think that he did not start from this school.
Yeah.
He joined. He came as a new student in HND1.
Yes, he came HND. He did.
You get, and with just 1 year, his fame just.
He was able to garner so much support like never before. I mean, the day of our election. I'm sorry, man. The day of our election was like the SUG election. I mean, he was able to garner so much support, and everybody already knew him.
And his impact, not just within the election,
not just
his impact,
and not just within the department too.
Yeah,
you know, man, his impact is not just felt within the department. It spreads far. It spreads far.
So shout out to Ekene. I mean, there are other great guys that
Jude. Shout out to Jude. Okay, Chuku.
I tell you. The list is just so long.
Sorry, man, if we didn't call your name.
Honestly.
But man, you guys are so much.
Honestly. And guys that I also, met this past 2 years. Sebastian, same official. Shout out to you. El Cas.
Musician.
Is that their voice?
They came in and they were like, they noticed them.
Yeah, most definitely. And not just to sound sexist. Let's just give flowers to who? Females now.
Come on. Yeah. Shout out to Ogwanya Victoria.
Abi.
Man, come on.
Shout out to Victoria.
Ify.
And where do if you which Ify talking about it?
Bro, come on now. Ify,
there's so many.
Ify, the one that came from another school, she didn't do her ND.
Ifunanya. Shout out to Ifunanya. Shout out to Ifunanya. Shout out. Come on. And I also shout out to Miracle. So assistant coach.
No. Miracle, we are standing up right now. Miracle, we are on our feet, man. Mm-hmm. No, shout out to Miracle. Let me just complain now.
Yeah.
At first, I don't want to say hate. Hate is a strong word, but I dislike Miracle. I mean, it's just like that. Most people are just come and say it. I see the thing, yeah. You really actually you see this thing where that's common maxim where they say do not judge a book by its cover.
Right.
That was exactly what happened. I just judged her up front. And because I'm hearing she's rude, she's this one, she's that one. So up until I had this close relationship with Miracle, I found out that she's actually a sweet soul, a very sweet soul. I mean, like emotional. She really came through, man. When I was having some issues, man, she came through. Shout out to Miracle.
Shout out to her. Miracle is a very nice person.
Stitches.
Mio stitches.
Mio stitches. Shout out to Miracle. Yeah, she's self-independent.
And like you said, I mean, this is one opinion that many people hold. When you first meet Miracle, it's not just you, me as well. When I first met Miracle, I was not so close with her, and from a distance, I'm like, no, this girl, not like this girl. And I have had talks with some persons and they resonate with that same thing, right? But as time goes on, I became close to her and I said that, even she may appear so tough on the outside. She gets, but she's a sweet soul.
She's a sweet soul, man.
She's a sweet soul. Shout out to her. Let's leave all the shout outs.
I mean, one more shout out, man.
Okay, all right.
My friend chops my head off. Naked fittings, edit. So, edit wherever you are, man.
Shout out to you. Shout out. Shout out to Upo. So, the exam after the final paper rather on Friday. We saw, many things go down.
Many things, bro.
Many things go down. Many things.
Our department is just different.
And see, good and bad. Because I'm here to shake some tables. Like I'm here. No. Good and bad. Good and bad, man. Good and bad. Because this is like us recapping our experience over the past, not just past 6 years or past 4 years, over the past 2 years, right? Because ND is a different ball game. HND is a different ball game entirely. So we are just recapping our experiences and all everything that has that went down in our last 2 years as students of mass communication, HND2, HND1, yada, Federal Polytechnic Oko, right? So we're just trying to see how many we can touch. So please, just in case, if people let it you, I beg, but we'll try to keep it very simple.
Yeah, we'll try to keep it chill.
I think what do you think is one of the major highlights of mass communication 2022-2023 session since our HND1? It's our HND1, right? The major highlights.
Okay, man. Talking about major highlights, they are all chain of events leading up to one particular event. I mean, coming into HND1, I wanted to be the class rep, So, shout out to BMB.
Shout out to BMB Wakidi.
Wakanda forever. Yeah, so he later on became the class rep. So I opted for being the print option course rep for HND1. But
I just the mic to your mouth.
Okay. Sorry, man.
I think this. Okay, no, it's good.
It's better.
Yeah.
So talking about major highlights now, I think the major highlights would be Anonymous, bro.
You got me right there. Anonymous.
The major highlights would be Anonymous. Funny enough, when Anonymous started, I was not aware of it. Hey, guy. Church boy where I been, I did camp, guy. So when I came back, they said Anonymous. I started hearing this talk of Anonymous. And first of all, I did a little bit research now, investigative journalism.
Abi?
For you.
Everywhere soft.
Shout out to Mr. Chimaroke.
Yeah, Abi. Shout out to Dr. Chimaroke.
715 lectures. That was it. I just want you to graduate and leave the school. I don't care if you pass or fail. Shout out to Dr. Chimaroke. I just did a little bit of my investigation, and I found out he actually started as cruise. There was a group chat created for a cruise center and whatnot. So
that was no. Continue.
That's my own.
Okay, that's okay.
Then,
all right.
Maybe I did not investigate much deeper, but I didn't want to get into the whole gist or the whole details of the Anonymous saga. Because it really caused uproar, man. They dragged so many people, me included. So they dragged so many people. I mean, the people who started this Anonymous. Shout out to you guys. you guys did something that will go down in history of the department as a very unstable period.
But that sorry to cut you short. That Anonymous, it opened my eyes to the level of toxicity in that class.
Damn.
It made me saw how toxic some of us were or are.
I have a theory for this toxicity. I mean, like, I was asking myself, why would people say things that hurt somebody to the extent that this person can even cry? I mean, like,
but I think it's very critical of me to just because I just said it opened my eyes to some sort of toxic shit, right? But it's very critical of me to just say that at first I was not enjoying it.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were enjoying it.
This is frankly expressed.
Okay. You have to come here. You have to be frank, man.
Yeah, it's frankly expressed. When it started, I remember.
Sorry, man. You just said frankly expressed, and I remembered one of my G's guy, Frankie.
Shout out to Frank.
Quiet dude.
Calm, very cool, calm and collected, man.
Everywhere good.
Yeah.
Everywhere good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, say when you see stuff for social media,
okay,
when they touch you, they say when person will say die, now rest in peace until he touch you, right? That kind of stuff. So when Anonymous started, I never knew where it was happening.
Okay,
I was just seeing posts on people's WhatsApp status and all of that. I don't know, was it Sebastian that I chatted that there was a guy with this up? I don't know if it was the one that sent me the link to that group. But what I'm saying is that as I was seeing all of those funny,
at first it was funny.
They were very, very funny.
It was funny.
No cap.
I saw it.
They were very, very funny.
I saw it.
You get
just
names were rolling. People collect. They get people collect.
Yeah.
Come on. They don't call my name so you get. Even if they call my name so they call Sebastian's name and all cruise, right?
All cruise, yeah.
It was fun. It was fun, and maybe because the people they were calling as of that time were not my friends, so people they were insulting that is. And with one thing that you cannot ascertain if those things were fact or not.
Okay.
But it came to me as cruise, and I was loving it. Right? I was loving it, but at some point it became so deeper.
They started going deep.
Exactly. Yeah. And there were so many false narrative.
Too many of them.
And speaking of Anonymous, I think there's now a resurgence now.
Okay.
There's now a resurgence now.
Wow.
Just shortly after the sign out, yada, everybody they happy, that kind of stuff, right? The windows and the doors and gates of Anonymous opened again. You get, and
crazy.
One of the major names, I think that's the major names. The major name that has been a subject of ridicule or whatever is Choco Mira. Choco, shout out to you.
Shout out to Choco, man.
Yeah, and my she's a friend of mine. Friend of ours,
bro.
You get?
Yeah.
So that's why I said there can be so many false narratives.
Too many of them. Yeah.
Right? And that explains the toxic part of it, right? Like it's unfathomable how far some persons can go just to bring your name down to the mud.
I'm telling you.
In the last episode of Anonymous, I don't know if I just wrote last episode of Anonymous.
Yeah, it's last episode.
She was a subject of ridicule as well when they were saying all sorts of things. Yeah. And just about.
And sorry to cut you off, bro. I heard a story,
just before your story.
Okay.
Let me just finish. Let me finish this thought of mine.
Okay.
Just yesterday, the window of Anonymous, and not even the window, the floodgate of Anonymous opened. And I believe that more will still come, and as they come, going to talk their father. So they were saying that Chuku rented. I think they say she rents flower for herself. This one, come on,
to gift herself.
Guy, I hear something to do, bro. See, before I come here, get out in a year. I will tell you,
bro. Are you kidding?
Things they happen to some things. That
shout out to Shally Poppy. Things on things, bro.
Things they happen. Like all those things that she did was fake. She said she's living the fake life, and
crazy.
And if you know this girl, you know that she's a real classy babe.
Real classy babe.
Do you understand?
Yeah, real classy babe.
And there's no faking to these things.
Nah.
It's not faking to these things. But na bad belle, they cause all these things.
Bad belle.
So sometimes they might be all of this false narrative. You get, and So what's it about lies? Lies spread faster. Rumors spread faster. Come on.
This thing just got me. I remembered one of the public relation case studies. Okofo, shout out to Okofo. He said something. He was talking something about. I was talking on the subject of perception, and he said people get like their perception is even greater than the truth. I don't know.
Yes, I remember. I remember. Right?
Yes. So it just comes in the form of like the perception. If
I remember that in class, that was supposed to. He threw that question to us, and we were not able to answer it. And he walked out of the class. He walked out. You remember? Yes.
Okay, you walked out.
He walked out. He walked out. Okay. He asked that question.
Okay.
Perception is greater than truth. Something along that line.
Something along the lines of that. Yeah.
And he was like, "Let us explain."
We should expand it.
And no one could answer.
Nobody could.
Yes. Nobody. And he walked out. But continue your story, Sha.
Yeah. So I feel like people have their perception, and it's a fact that people tend to what they perceive about anything. Now, it might be a trend, it might be a person, it might be whatsoever. What people perceive about that is far more. They hold on to it more than even the truth. So if I begin to perceive, for instance, now that Samina player, you get, because I see you with a couple of girls, and the truth is that you're not even dating any of them, and you don't have anything to do with them sexually. It doesn't hold any water.
Yeah.
Because what my perception is, you're a player.
Exactly.
So back to what I was saying about this story I heard about Chukwumira. I heard a story from a confidential source. I don't know if I should say confidential source, but then I heard that during her ND, she was kind of a babe you don't want to hang around, that she was just there. Just there. Nothing sweet, nothing classy, nothing special about the Chukwumira of the ND days. But then going on IT and coming back, and she spiced up. Like instantly, boom, boom, boom. Chukwu became classy babe. And bro, I mean, like, not to throw shades on anybody in class, but I feel like she's one of the best dressers in class.
I feel same too.
I feel like Chukwu dresses.
If not the best, one of the best.
She's one of the best, man. She dresses clean. I mean, I got to know Chukwu HND one, and we've become good friends, because then some of my guys who she relates with, and they even tell me that the girl now on a good babe, then they relate well, you get. So I'm like, I don't know Chukwu very, very well, you get. But then what I've seen, how I've come to relate with her, I know that come on, why is all these bad belly people that not go rest? Some people's belly are just bad.
Bad stomach.
Bad stomach.
I think that should be touched on this podcast. Bad stomach.
Like, some people, their bad belly is just bad, guy. It's in, like, how? My God, I don't know what to say again, bro.
Man.
I mean, I don't know. It's common.
Things and things. But actually, I'm with you on that one when you said that Anonymous is one of the major highlights.
It's one of the major highlights.
Because it has, one of the major highlights. And first narrative will still fly, but the truth will remain truth. Right? And that's just it. So let's move into something else, because I feel like
this is a very heavy subject.
I feel like we should just be giving people their flowers, and while we are still dragging, we will still drag people for you.
No man, now
we'll still drag people for you. So let's give. While we're giving shout outs, there is one name that
which name is that?
Shout out to Izu Tinto.
Come on. We gave him the freshest boy in class, right?
Right? Shout out to Izu Tinto.
Shout out to Izu. Shout out to Izu, man.
Shout out to Izu.
Posty. Shout out to Posty, man.
Yeah, shout out to. Come, guy. If you don't shout out, we go use 2 hours.
Shout out now, we go for the podcast.
Don't shout out too much, guy.
Shout out to Posty, man.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, shout out to Jay. Jay, my guy.
Guy.
Reese master. that guy na Reese, pure Reese, man.
Now you brought me into something now. You just said this is the one people we say how to know the jail where we'll talk about now.
Wait a minute.
Just talk about freshest guy. Now let's
na money be fine, back.
All right, let's leave guys out of it because we are guys and we're going to analyze guys. No legitimize for here now. No legitimize. No legit things for here. No, we're going to analyze guys.
Nobody will know what legitimize. An inside joke between me and Sam.
Mo tell them.
Mo tell them.
If the guys says, they go do legitimize.
Oh my God.
So just decode them. Legitimize.
Listeners, include yourself, man.
So let's leave the guys out of it. Look, they do guys things for you. Let's go about. Let's say from the Amas come. There are so many beautiful girls.
Damn, bro,
so many beautiful girls. Nobody say we can't score the little girls' face.
Normal now, but
we are surrounded with a lot of beautiful girls. Lots of them.
Lots.
I think it's not just mass comm as not just HND 2, even HND 1.
ND, bro, from
come
ND.
Come on. There are so many fine girls for that department, and it stretched across to the faculty. Come on, we saw library science.
Come on, now. Bro, let's not go there. Let's deal with our own first.
We're not going to touch their own because if we go their own, we're not going to finish.
Library science girl. Bro.
So let's leave library science first of all. Mass communication, and let's just limit it to our class, right? The graduating set of 2022-23. Quickly, your top 5.
I'm not going to fire this boy.
Your top 5.
Hey!
Top 5.
Disclaimer.
In no particular order.
In no particular order. Okay, yes.
In no
particular order. My top 5. Please. I don't have anything against you girls. I mean, I've come across beautiful girls in that department, and let me just say, all of you are beautiful. Okay. Also, because just Sammy has put me in this trap now, and I have to give him my top 5. Please don't drag me for this. Please, I'm begging you guys.
Guy, what did they so?
I'm begging you guys. I know why I'm begging them like this, man. Okay, my top 5 in no particular order. I have Chioma Madwanusi, Chioma Rita. Come on, I even know her full name.
Wow. That says a lot.
So I have Chioma, I have Favor John, I have Favor Jeff.
Oh, the favors are having it.
The favors are having it, man. I have okay, how many is that? 3, right?
Yeah.
So 3, 2, I have bro, guy, which kind of problem with this? I have Victoria. I'm going Victoria, and I'll give the last one to. I'll give it to Chidima, bro.
Chidima Esther Igwanugo.
You just mentioned her full name, guy.
Shout out to her. Shout out to Chidima. Chidima is.
Please, just for adding names, I'm going to call Precious Igwejoke too.
Precious Igwejoke. Shout out to Precious Igwejoke. I think she's one of the liveliest
souls, man.
Liveliest.
Sweet soul.
Come on.
Man. Shout out to Precious.
Come on. Yeah.
Love that girl so much.
Alright, that's for you. And good list. That's a good one. Should I go with mine?
Bro, come on. You have to give me yours too. Am I the only one they will drag? They will drag 2 of us.
Okay. Got to balance this thing, though.
Okay.
Got to balance this thing, man.
In no particular order. Let's hear Shabalala's list.
Hey! Come on, I say their name now. Please don't come off my head.
You don't come off for your head, but
I will try. in no particular order. This is a value particular order, eh?
No particular order, na sit trap.
Baba, the first name go first call. I go say that be number 1. But in no particular order. Dominion. Dominion. Chin, I'm so precious. I don't know why. How did Dominion came into that came into her name? Dominion is combination of beauty and brain.
She's tall, bro.
Come on, I saw her sister. Shout out to Dominion's sister.
Shout out to Dominion's sister. We don't know her name. I
saw her sister.
Her sister is beautiful.
Come on.
Beauty runs in their family.
Exactly.
But let's not go there. And she's a church girl too, religious, spiritual.
Dominion, Chidinma, Victoria.
Victoria, 2 for you. Chidinma, 2 for you. My list.
Okay, yeah. Dominion, Victoria, Chidinma. Come on. I'm gonna get super.
Girls plenty, bro.
If I want, okay, I can't talk this. I want to talk. My mouth no good. If I want to talk. Now I want to say if I want to call people in the call class, maybe I can involve them.
No, you guys. I didn't know my
the next thing I go call after this thing no go good because I will just say just in the call class. Check again. So coming to class, not coming to class, all of
us follow.
Yes. Vivienne of our ND days. What's her surname now? Odumegu Vivienne.
Come on, cool. Oh my god, how did I miss that name?
Odumegu Vivienne.
Oh my god, Vivienne, I'm so sorry. You're in my top 5. That girl is so pretty, man.
Come on,
Black beauty.
Come on,
Black beauty.
Come on, don't play.
Shout out to very black man.
Yeah, BDM. I mentioned 4, right? I started with Dominion, Victoria, Chidinma, Vivienne, Odumegu, and Chimarita. Yeah.
Chimarita.
Yeah.
Chimarita is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Pretty girl.
Yeah. So that's it. So that's just it. I don't know. What do you have to say? What do you have to make the best?
What I have to say is that you should not drag us. That is what I have to say.
See, the fact is that we established something in the beginning that mass comm girls they're fine.
We've established it.
And even with this our list going, it gets to about think again. I will say, this is my person.
If I see this person fine past my no particular order. 5. Yeah.
So come on. You say as I record these things, I didn't be thinking. They're even at random.
Just at random. Man.
You get? Yeah. You understand? When I'm fine, mass comm girls fine.
Please, all of you are beautiful.
Oh
Madre. Beautiful girl. Come on. Ifunanya.
Very tall.
Sunflower.
Come on, sunflower. Precious. Shout out to Precious.
Why do you produce voice?
Oh, God. Man.
No, shout out to Sunflower.
Pretty faces all around the place. Pretty faces, come on. So, we love you guys. We love you girls.
We love you.
No. I say guys, I'm referring to the ladies. Please.
Please, boys.
No LGBTs.
No LGBTs here.
No LGBTs.
Hey, talking about LGBTs, bro.
Hey.
So much.
Man.
You heard stories, man.
Make I enter there. Make we enter there.
You get something where you want to talk before you enter that one.
I hear rumors.
Let's have it, bro.
I hear rumors, but I will not spill the tea. I don't call anybody name.
Okay.
You get, because come on, it's your life to live, you know. I rumors now I hear, and hey,
this one is hard. This
whole thing, it is a spin-off of what happened during the Anonymous days.
That's what I'm telling you.
So Anonymous is like,
that's the excuse me. What do I like? What do I like in Anonymous too now? Is something that happened recently, like in Nigerian history. How do I like in Anonymous to it?
I think the election 2023 very scandalous. That's like the most scandalous event.
Our election has been scandalous, but this one was magnified. Not magnified. No, that's the wrong word to use. This one was televised.
Right?
It was televised, just like the recent Imo. What elections was held November 3rd?
I think that's Imo State.
There were 3 states.
Imo. I think Kogi was
Kogi, exactly. Where Dino Melaye was crying all over social media.
I think Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo. I can't remember.
Yes, Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo.
Yes,
Bayelsa and Imo.
Yeah, very rubbish.
I just followed the news for a couple of days.
Leave Nigeria matter first. I be more for them. No, we couldn't enter there. Leave Nigeria matter.
Breaking somebody's soul.
So I'm just trying to relate the anonymous event, anonymous saga with the Nigerian election because it was very scandalous. It's like open now.
Everywhere.
And whether not true or not, we can't ascertain.
We can't ascertain. Yeah.
Facts. But as message they drop, they talk say some people are legitimized. So I think they should be able to know,
what legitimized means.
Yes, if they don't know, that means so legitimized. So as this we're dropping, like some persons are legitimized in this class, this one and that one, both from the Le and the G.
Sammy, get out. My ribs. From the Le and the G.
So
the G.
I tell you.
Hey.
And to a friend of mine, which I would not mention his name.
Yeah.
Come on, for let me expose his name, for some reasons.
Yeah.
He
because we can't even ascertain, yeah, right?
I mean, that's his truth.
That's his truth. Yeah.
That's his truth. I'll come on that thing. I'm not calling name. I'll come on them. Now they mad. So, things they happen.
Things they happen, bro.
Things they happen.
There's some things.
Like, first of all, do you believe that there are?
I think we have to say it now.
Legitimized people in our class.
Actually, what I think is not what I think is not relevant.
How do you mean?
What I think is not relevant because then my thoughts and my perceptions might be wrong, but judging at the facts of people, and we know that eyewitness testimonies are 2 things we should not play with.
Facts.
We don't play with
them.
So that's why I said what I think is relevant.
Yeah.
What I'm looking at, where I'm judging my answers now, I'm going to judge where I'm deriving the answer. Rather, I'm giving to you right now is from testimonies and eyewitnesses. Because I've got testimonies and I've got eyewitness, bro.
Lead researcher.
Lead researcher. My 6 years in school shouldn't be for nothing now. I should be able to put it even in personal matters. I should be able to get some solutions from what I didn't.
So you are saying that?
So I'm saying that what I'm saying is they are in our class. Okay, that they are there. Legitimized people.
Come on.
They did it.
Come on.
I'm not thinking. I'm saying. Shout out to you guys too.
Shout out to them. But I heard this very, very, let's say, not a gory story, but this somehow, Sha.
You did somehow. Let's hear it.
Like, you know how I'll react to a man trying to poison or drug a girl to sleep with her.
That's too low.
You get, that's the same way I see this story that I'm about to share right now.
Okay.
And speaking about this LGBT stuff, because I heard something and I picked up my phone and I called a friend of mine and just to be sure if what I heard
to corroborate the
story. Because the person that told me the gist said, call this guy, he know waiting, I ain't going to tell you. So I pick up my phone and I say, Baba, get it in a year. She not true. and he took me
On a
journey.
Damn. Dang.
He took me on a journey, telling me how, it's a very long story, and I don't want to bore you with the story.
Explicit details.
Yes, I don't want to bore.
Did he call names?
He called names, but I would not call names here.
He shouldn't.
I will not call names here. But the major highlight of the story was that he said on a very certain day, because he sort of lived with these persons, not the same room, but the same building.
Okay.
Like they were sort of neighbors.
Okay.
You get. And on a very fateful day, they were hanging out as guys. Like normally, we don't discriminate, right?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
you get just as G's, just not the G's, not the G's in the GBTs, but just as guys.
Come on, they're changing G's, man.
Come on.
G's is having a different meaning.
I can tell you, they're just hanging out, and he said on that day he was hungry.
Okay.
And he had a pot of rice on fire.
Okay.
Then he stepped out to hang out with these guys.
Okay.
And they gave him an orange. Right? Then shortly after, he said he needs to go back to his room to check what he was cooking.
Okay.
And he got there and voila, the rice done.
Okay.
I said, because before making it the rice, make you just lick the orange way they give him.
Then give him.
And before you know it, he said the next day he regained consciousness was 12 p.m. the next day.
12 p.m.
The next time he regained consciousness,
time?
yes, was 12 p.m. the next day. This was happening 8 p.m. the previous day.
8 p.m.
The previous day. For person with the hungry. Person with the hungry in sleep.
Sleep to 12 p.m. the next
12
day.
p.m.
12 noon.
Yes, which means that orange, I would say possibly or was allegedly was drugged. Was that is an induced, right?
It was induced
with some substances.
Damn.
You get. And if he has stayed in that with those guys, who knows? Come on. And he said that they have been having some sort of advances on him before that time.
Say again.
Yeah, they don't the
guy, they make advancements.
Yes, they get those kind of play.
Okay.
But really like say if I catch your nyash, I go this kind of stuff, right? I go talk things for you. You go talk things for you. And speaking of things, you don't pass, but make a bring so I won't deviate. You don't pass, leave him. You don't pass. Maybe we'll talk about that. I go that thought. I go hold on.
Not leaving anything.
No, but not leaving. No stone unturned. Everything.
No stone unturned.
You get. So he was telling me this, and I was shouting. And one of those guys, our classmates, come on, don't play. Don't play.
You've been playing all along.
So, going by what you said, testimonies. With testimonies, you can say, if it be like say this thing not true. If it be like say this thing not true.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked and majorly. And I feel why the way you started your story, you started like how all these American horror movies. It starts all innocent, but then the first jump scare comes, and you're like, this film is just taking an alternative route to some place very scary. That's just. It seems normal now. A guy give you orange. What is there? Waiting there. Person give you orange. You go lick him now, especially saying that your guy. Anybody like guy where you don't stay with for lodge or for wherever I give you orange. You go lick him now. Then for you to lick the orange, as at the time
you passed
out. 12 noon the next day. That's some Hollywood.
Wait till one day the orange. Now from when they buy them, you know where they buy them. And say orange, they very very easy to inject.
Yes. The oranges, apples, all of those things, very fruits. Then they easy to inject. I mean, and it circulates. It just goes around. The effect is usually Defect is usually.
You told me a story and I was shouting. I was literally I was screaming.
God.
I was screaming. And I'm like, guy, you know, go, they make up
Stories,
kind of stories now.
Right.
Should you get?
Man.
So.
Yeah, talking about confidential source of legitimized people. I mean, I equally heard the story, man.
Bring it on.
I equally heard the story. This one is the less part. The So I heard this story. This person was saying somebody was making advancements or advances, right?
Advances, yeah.
Advances towards her, and the person put it in a sort of way that I was friends with this person. All right, I was friends with this person, not the person making advances.
Yeah,
the person who they were making advances.
The receiver.
The receiver. The recipient of the advances. The recipient of the advances. So I was friends with the recipient. I am friends, still friends with the recipient of the advance of the receiver, and so this person comes. I'm like, you know how people talk or dirty without even thinking. I'm like, you don't enter them. You don't enter them. And you know what enter means.
Yeah, sure.
You don't enter them. Like, no, she's my friend. Like, guy, forget all those things. This one, that one. So we dey run alright? We dey run we dey. I'm like, what do you mean we dey run? I said, I'm like, you know how I react to all of this. I just brush it off now. Like, I beg forget all those things. And then when she was saying this thing, I'm like looking at the person that is saying we dey run she no reach to run person, bro. I'm so sorry. She no reach to run person now. Come on. And she dey make mouth like we dey run am. So later on I heard again that they saw this my friend's name and said she was part of the leagues. She was part of the
leagues of leagues.
How do you come up with all this? How do you come up with all this red name, bro? How do you come up with all this red name? So they saw that name even in the anonymous again. That's why I tell you, the anonymous is the crown. Anonymous do things, bro. So they saw that name there and said she was part of the. In fact, that she was the second in command.
Come on.
And said she was the second. And this is a person who, when things happen, be like Williams.
You tell me this person after this. I need to know. I need to know.
I'll tell you the person. So,
yeah.
So she's always like, Williams, how far do I give off this kind of vibe? Do I do this? She's always questioning, trying to put her reputation in check. I mean, shout out to this person, man. She really helps me in school, trying to like maintain mental health, which is very important, yeah. So she's always putting those questions there, checking herself out. So this person now who is making advances towards her is not even her class in any way.
No rich,
bro. Like no rich. So later on, I'm hearing that this person who is making these advances is saying, I go take care of you.
The one making the advances to the recipient is telling the recipients
that
she will take care.
She will take care of everything what she wants. You go give her. So I'm like, the person where they take care of better pass the person. Oh my God! So, like I heard stories, man, and I'm hearing that this person who is making these advances is part of the problems in the class too.
Come on, let's just Oh, it's getting hotter. It's getting hotter.
The person is part of the problem. Part of the problems we have in the class. She is.
So going down tonight, man. Might take my water first. I mean,
like, bro. things are happening. Crazy things are happening.
Shout out to Thames.
Shout out to Thames, man.
Shout out to
Number
Thames.
one.
I'm now short of words. Like I don't know. It's not talking again. I don't know that. But guy, I remember I was talking before now. That thought. Remember, I was at the place this evening before coming to this, rushing down to this place for recording, and it's all about the whole still anonymous. No, still anonymous. It's like a backdrop of Anonymous 2.0, and she was telling me that we're talking about one of the Choco stuff and you get
saga.
And she was telling me, I said, guy, you know, say some of the cake and the bouquet where we say you see, say it is self-sponsored. say some of those bouquets.
Hey, you know what, bro? You know what? I'm sorry to cut you off, but I can't doubt this story just yet, because guy, Operation D now. Guy, Operation.
Exactly, and that was where she was coming from.
Operation D, Baba.
That's where she was coming from, and she was saying that some of the cakes. She was even detailing that by their inscription. You shall know them.
Yeah, right.
You know the ones that were self-sponsored and the ones that are booze.
Yeah.
Sponsored.
Original booze.
Yeah. Say that some of the money bouquets, say no pass like 10K, they will put out 200 naira for you, they will give you money bouquet.
Yeah.
Say the flowers, some of the cake, those are self-sponsored. And come on, I no go fault them, because she was even saying that if to say one no reach her hand, say she don't get knowledge, say one they reach her hand, say she no woman to do the same thing too.
I mean that's an honest person, huh?
Come on, like
that's the honest person.
So this is just to tell you all ladies out there. We say if you're feeling so oppressed that some people carry cake,
Person no carry.
Some of them they buy by themselves. Just I say updates no reach quick. Updates no reach quick.
The update don't cast now. We don't cast them. So in case next time you lose your head.
Yeah, no say if you say you know feel oppressed.
No one feel oppressed.
Go meet Nana confessionaries for Oka. Shout out to Nana confessionaries. Shout out to AP. Esosa. She do cake.
Okay.
If you so next time if you know me they oppress you, go meet them. They'll bake cake for you. They go down and they go bring and they'll deliver them for you on that day.
For you now your money.
So make you just say some of these things. Come on.
Yes, now, man. I mean, like
we see all of this stuff on social media, right?
Yes, now.
See, that day is like what?
That day was social media in real life.
Exactly.
Social media in the real life.
Some of things you see that day, you know, he saw that they rather
fabricated facade, bro. Dazzling mirage.
Facade.
Like my
you
dad
get,
used to see.
but some are real, like Choco's own, and you know.
I actually know a person. I don't want to call names now. I know a person who got like over 100K.
I know one who got more than that.
I know. That's why I said over 100K.
Yeah.
I know the figure, but I don't want to call the figure. So I'm just saying over 100K.
Yeah.
If it be 200, now you go use your head calculator.
They tell you that concern you,
So
but you pass 100K.
But you pass 100K.
Yeah.
You get, man. And she was even complaining that the pickers, people were on college money.
No.
They don't give them.
Now they guys tell me what they would complain.
They don't give them the actual figure, but then they go help yourself. Now, what do you mean? If I were picking for you, it depends. So I'm an honest person. I'm a genuine, but then the picker. Shout out to the pickers. We help this person pick money. So she actually got, and this one was real. So the guy came, gifted her the bouquet and even did some things, spread the money.
So
this I'm calling him also now. Ugochukwu put on the show that day, man.
Come on.
Shout out to Ugochukwu.
Shout out to Ugo.
He said I should stop calling him Ugochukwu. That his name is Ugo.
He
said I should stop calling him Ugochukwu. that his name is simply Ugo.
Abi?
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
In things on things.
Things on things.
He did
impress me small.
I tell you.
I won't go to Yahoo now.
Shout out to Ugo. So we've recorded for like an hour plus now. Let's just do some quick round up.
Yeah.
Let's round it up here. Life after school.
Hey! Dang. Life after school, right? I've got this question now from not more than 2-3 persons on my contact list. And one of them is actually my friend. So I used to ask her this question when I was in HND1. When I was in HND1, I used to ask her the question, like, you know, up until the day of our sign out, we're not freaked, Abby. We're wearing freaked. I always ask you ask me back. When it seems like I'm forgetting, you ask me, William, bro, after life after school. And she too came into the conversation. Then one of my aunts asked me, okay, not my aunt, sorry, where I used to work in Lagos at GUO.
Shout out to GUO.
GUO Transport number 1.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Quick one.
Yeah.
GUO, that's is it Godwin? Okay.
Godwin. Oh God, I forgot where I worked. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Family.
Okay, family. Yeah.
I'm sort of close to them, but anyways, continue. Yeah.
Adaziano.
Adaziano. Yeah.
They put on a show every December.
The sister to GU himself.
Okay.
We live together, neighbors.
Wow.
Right? And even we're very close. I'm from Akweze, you know, right?
Yeah, I know.
Akweze is in the same Anocha.
Okay.
Yeah, we live together. The sister of GU. You know, I know. You know, in fact, the entire family of from that the sister, right?
Yeah, you know them.
I know them. They were so close.
Cool.
So even last Christmas, I was supposed to go to their place.
Wow.
That's it, but I'm so lazy, man. Going out. Yeah. So
except to go and meet woman.
You see the worry, the mad. Yeah. So continue.
Yeah. So Vicky, I work at customer service department at their corporate office, Lagos. Yeah. So Vicky, shout out to Vicky, man. Vicky is always advising me, telling me what. So she asked me the question. I'm like, please. I just gave her an honest answer. I said I don't know, but let me just graduate first. Let me sign out because we are still in the euphoria of the sign out.
Yeah.
So she's asking me this question. So life after school, man. I want to I came up with this. I want to take up an online course. It's going to be a computer skill acquisition, whatnot. So yeah, I want to take it up. It's going to be online, but I'm looking for somebody who I can trust to get so I can get, so I don't just online scammers too don't plenty guy. So I just want to add that one to my certificate. Yeah. So it's going to be full on. I'm still trying to wrap my head and research more on this, but then life after school hard though. It's hard though.
We're gonna keep it grinding.
We're gonna keep it
grinding. I mean, even for my own part too, I still dey think. Come on. We think. Well, we've had these conversations about this whole life after school and talk about business, the way forward, and all of that. Yeah. Which we no go there they reveal them.
Yeah, we no go there they reveal them.
Yeah. You get, but we just hope that everything will just fall in line and fall in place, and we'll do our own parts to make sure say they come to fruition.
Yeah, and to everybody listening, to you guys, to just keep trusting, keep believing in God, man. Because at the end of the day, you get life, you get hope, everything will still fall in place. You feel me? So make person no pressure you. May you do what you know supposed to do.
Very important too.
Make person no pressure
Very
you.
Important. Very
make
important.
Person no pressure you. I say again, let no man put pressure on you. Everything is easy. JJ. Small.
So come on. We don't even shake as much table as we even planned to do.
As the intended shaking of table was not actualized. But then, what to do now?
Let's just. I still want shake table. Should we?
Bro, bring it on now. Bring it on.
Let's record for say extra 30 minutes, so thereabouts.
Yeah.
See, some of these things don't fly out. Some of the things we happen don't fly out. It's necessary that we'll talk about the whole miracle thing.
We have to talk about it.
Right?
We have to talk about it. And yes, it's a touchy subject. I mean, like, even though it still boils down around people having bad belly.
Bad stomach in English.
Bad stomach in English. No, but then what happened was really hot, and we have to. Why we have to talk about it, because in as much as her name Miracle was dragged, and she didn't come clean too. Like, when I say she didn't come clean, I didn't mean she was hiding something. I meant the way she handled it. Yes, she was tensed. Yes, she was angry. But then those name calling.
Well. As of that time,
but then
that time, sometimes when you are all up in your feelings, you can't beat a dog or a baby, rather, tell the baby not to cry.
Tell the baby not to cry. Yeah.
There is a reaction for every action.
True.
You get. So I don't. Let's say those name callings. I can't really say if they were facts or not, but. There are always different sides to a story.
True.
You get. You've spoken to some of these persons, which she mentioned names and said of that, and I'm like, say, guy, it's TTB.
Yeah.
But the general thing is that she was offended about what happened in the exam hall the other day. When it was allegedly alleged that she slapped someone
twice.
Yes, which never happened. And from our own angle, there have been a series of
talks,
falsified information on her name.
On her name, yeah.
You get, and everybody get their own threshold. I believe that she has gotten to her threshold. Like, come on, you don't reach the last point of the elastic.
So even if it were BNB's name she heard, I said something, she was going to call him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that how was it?
I can excuse that,
Yeah.
I can excuse it, because then everybody has a breaking point.
Exactly.
Everybody has a breaking point. Yeah. So she got to that point and she felt like she could no longer hold it. I mean, what she did is on her. But the interpretation, we can interpret it in different ways. Somebody will feel like she didn't handle it well. But then, who am I to judge, We've had our differences. We've had places where we did not come correct. Because we are all humans. And we all make mistakes.
Sure.
So, I'm not here trying to judge her when I said those name callings. When she called those names. Because, like I said, everybody has a breaking point. So, she got to this point where she felt like she could no longer, handle it again, and she just like names that she heard that either you even do as little as look at her somehow. She's going to call your name, bro. Yeah. So what can I say now?
But I think those are in the past now. In the past.
Yeah.
You don't end. So
and she gave me a warm hug. Okay, after she hugged you, right?
Oh, that hug lasted for like a minute.
I was jealous. Yours was longer than my own.
He explains the emotional side of Miracle.
Yeah, he explains. He really does.
Yeah. Shout out to Miracle. Alright, guys. On that shout out to Miracle note, we've come to the end of this episode of Frankly Express podcast. I won't say Black Lady Voice podcast.
Keep that name.
What should be the title of this episode? What
was that title you called the first time? You said this should be the title.
Right? We'll play it back and listen to it. Yeah, but right. Anyways, Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. My name is. Did I say my name when I was introducing the show?
I think you did.
You did, right?
You can say it again.
I'm Merem Samuel. I'm Merem Samuel Nwabo. And I'll have with me a very good friend of mine. Yeah.
Self-acclaimed best friend.
Williams.
Williams.
Peace out.
Yeah.